Hello, good morning, my beautiful people. Welcome back to Positive Channel. If you're a new subscriber, please subscribe to my YouTube channel when I upload every other week. So in today's video, I'm going to be reading you 25 tips about anybody who is a freshman, going to college, starting college, or maybe starting it early, who knows, because by next month school will be starting and everybody has to be organized and getting things to go back to school. Okay? So I'm going to be reading you guys 25 tips. And then the last vlog, I'm going to be talking about my favorite artist is going to be Lizzo, Tyla, and Anna Grande. I'm going to be talking about their albums because I have listened to their albums and I cannot wait to do a video on that. Okay? So sit down, relax, and let's get right into the video. And if you haven't watched the video that I put all my beauty products, I did like a 19-minute video. Please go watch that video. It's interesting if you want to learn. Okay? So sit down, relax, and let's get right to the video. The first tip is go to all orientations. So this basically means like you want to make sure which campus where you're going to stay, and this is for anybody who ever been to college. So if you want to know what campus you're going to be in, you want to make sure you're prepared and look what you're going to be doing. Okay, get to know your roommates and others in your registration hall. So this is basically like, say, if you had to share with somebody in college, because that could happen, or if you're by yourself, you want to make sure you're prepared for that. Okay? Get organized. Make sure you have all your stuff prepared when you go to college. And honestly, when people go to college, they have their laptop, they have their bag, they have their books, their pens, their pencils, their calculator, their phone, whatever they have to bring with them when they go to school. Because not like when you're in school, you have to bring all these books, pencils, pencil crayons, erasers, markers, all these things, okay? It's different in college. Oh, and when you go to college, you need a big textbook. Nowadays, when you go to college, you have to get like a big textbook, depending on like what class you're going to take. Find the ideal place for your studies. So find a place where you want to study. It's so important when you're going somewhere to study. Okay? Go to class. Make sure you go to class. You might have an early class. You might have a later class, depending on your schedule. Become an expert on courses, recommends, and due dates. So this is like preparing you like when you're starting college. Because you have some people like they have to leave extra early. They might have an early class. They might have a late class. And usually when people start college, it's always early. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Meet with your professors. So professors is someone who you're going to meet, who you're going to see. Maybe they're going to be in your classroom, okay, or your dorm. Get to know your academic adventures. So this is going to be like courses that you're going to do, classmates, meeting people, academic, all these things. Seek a balance. So college and social academic life. So you want to make sure how you're balancing those things. Because when you're in college, you're always busy. You're not gonna have much time like when you're in school. You know what I mean? Get involved on a campus. So you want to make sure you're involved, like you're doing something. This basically means like, let's say if you're like sick or anything like that, like you want to make sure you're doing stuff. And of course, maybe when you're in college, this is like if you are sick, you want to make sure you let them know too, because then they're not going to know if you're in or not, right? Strike for good grades. So you want to make sure you have good grades when you're in college. You want to make sure you're doing well in college, because whatever you're doing in college, you might get a job afterwards, right? Take advantage of the study resource on a campus. So if you're having trouble like with certain stuff, find a place where you can go and study. Okay? You make time for you. You make time for yourself. You want to make sure you're relaxed. You're doing yoga. You're watching your favorite show. You're writing something. Like, you want to make sure you take a break. Because when you're in college, it's going to be a lot of work. Okay? Don't feel pressure to make a hesitant decision about a career or a manager. So whatever you're planning, don't overly pressure yourself. They might think of it like, oh, I don't know what to do, or this might be difficult. It's just like if you're at school and you're like, oh, what should I do in school? But when you're in college, like I said, it's a lot of work. So don't overly do it. Okay? Take responsibility for yourself and your actions. So anything that you do wrong, you take your responsibility over it. Because not like, say, when you're in high school, you think the teachers are going to come and help you. You got to figure that out on your own time. Okay? Make connections with students in your class. So this is good timing when you're in college to make friends. Nowadays, it's way better when you're in high school. Alright? If you're making friends in high school, it's difficult. But maybe when you're in college, it might be a little different for you. Because you might boost your confidence. Okay? Find the career service office. So any type of career that you want to do, you find it. Okay? Don't presentation process your life. So you want to make sure you're not putting yourself down. You make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're not downing yourself. You're believing in yourself. Okay? Stay healthy, eat right. It's so important, especially when you're a freshman, especially if you're somebody that's starting college. You want to make sure you're eating right. You want to eat healthy. Because if that first day you go to school and you ain't eating right, oh gosh, you're gonna be in so much stress. Okay? Learn to cope with homesickness. So if you're somebody that's like, say, there's something you want to deal with, you want to try to see how can you handle those things. I know sometimes when you have to take care of family, there's no point, but you don't want to miss school, right? But you want to make sure you handle those things. And you want to make sure if you're somebody that, like, let's say if you don't want to miss college and you want to do something online, that could be something good for you too if you don't want to miss school. Okay? Stay on a campus as much as possible. Like, you want to make sure you're not missing school. So I guess depending on what your college is or your dorm is, if it's online or home or in person, you don't want to miss too much of it. Okay? Seek process help when you need it. So if you're somebody that stresses out and you need a lot of help, please try your best to get help. Okay? The next one, keep track of your money. So this basically means, like, when you're in college, you do gotta pay. It's not like, say, when you're in school and you're free, you get to go home. No. Depending on what you're doing in college, you gotta pay. For that course that you're doing and the dorm, whatever you might be doing, you gotta pay. Everything ain't free nowadays. Okay? Next one, do not cut corners. So when you're in college, it's not about when you go, you stay home and you miss a day. You gotta go there every day. From Monday to Friday. You gotta go there every day. It's not like when you, like I said 100 times, when you're in high school and you just miss how many days you like. No, college, they don't play like that. Because if you miss a day, they're probably gonna tell you to do it all over again. You don't want to have that issue. So make sure you don't miss a day. Because if you miss a day in college, oh gosh, I'm sorry for you. Okay? And the last but not least, be prepared to feel overwhelmed. There's going to be days you're going to feel overwhelmed. There's going to be days you're going to feel stressed. There's going to be days you're going to hesitate. But you don't want to overly do it. They always say when you go to school, you take it easy. It's just like if you get a job. Don't bother hesitate, because everything in life ain't easy. You just got to take your time. And when you take your time, you will get better. Okay? Alright, y'all. So other than that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Comment down below what you guys think about this video. Honestly, I just want to say I'm glad I did this video because, like, I like to talk about these things because even though you have some people who go to a real college and you have some people like maybe they went to college but it wasn't really a college, and they get to experience it. And if you're somebody who been to college before, maybe you understand it, maybe you don't, maybe you're just learning it, right? So I just want to just put that out because some people probably have to start college today, that started tomorrow, who knows, right? So you got to make sure what you're doing, okay? So my last video, we're gonna talk about my favorite artists' albums, and then I'm gonna find more vlogs. I heard they have another movie called Toy Story 5. Came out June 5th. So I add that to my little movie list. So in total I have about SpongeBob, Shrek, You and Me, and Tansky, and I Love Booster, and Toy Story 5. So I have about 5 movies that I added. So when I get the chance to watch those movies, I'll do a vlog on them. So I'm going to do my last vlog after this for my next video, and then I'll find more vlogs. Okay? So let me end this vlog right here. If you're new, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on my social medias, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.